uh, whatever resources available to me. It's a very small window that is available for me, for the person, mostly. So it becomes a very ingrained habit to follow, just follow, meaning always seeking for some instructions, looking for some instructions, how others are doing, so let's do that. Continuously we are searching for this kind of thing, even on Google, like, okay, how to dress up for a ball party or something, how to approach my girlfriend for first date or something. Why you need to do that? You don't really need to do this. It is just out of a habit and a fear that I will look strange, what people will say, what I will lose or something, It's because it's like not a person, it's like a crowd. Our life is like a crowd life. We are continuously living in a crowd life, never free from that. So what I call my personal decisions, activities, acts, they are at the max like 5-10% of what I live totally. Rest is decided by the opinions of others, which I regard, which this person regards. Not that they come to your door every day and tell you which phone you buy, which car, and other things like this, but they have entered in your system through their opinions, which you have embraced, which you have accepted, and now it has become a vicious circle. If you try to leave it, you feel fear. You don't really know what fear it is. You don't get into details of this fear, but it is fear of something. Something may go wrong. I may lose some prestige, or maybe my job, or something, always something. But it's not clear. It's a very vague fear. But because it's vague and fear, and I'm not interested, and everybody is living like this, why should I touch it? So we continue searching, continue working within this small window of choices, of freedom, you can say. But in this case, like everybody else, you also live a miserable life of suffering. So if you have to, you want to be free from suffering, you want to be free from miseries of life, you will have to find out. You will have to gather some courage and check what's going on. And once you start checking what's going on, it has to be a very private affair. You are not going to have debates with your friends and neighbors and your family and like this, because not only they are not interested, but they are not aware of what is happening. They don't have capacity or interest about these things. It's a very private thing that you have to look within yourself only, because whatever I have said so far is contained in your mind and is limited to your mind only. You don't have to go anywhere, you don't have to touch anything. You have to just have an overview of all your life. Overview, not detailed overview, not like itemized overview of it. Overview of like categorically categorized overview of your life. What's happening, what I'm doing, what exactly I want. Do I need freedom or happiness or joy more than anything else, or I need support from crowd and people and their opinion and their respect and comfort and equipments and and all these things. And because of this habit, I am just giving you a reference. I don't want to get into details of this particular topic right now. It is just for your reference. and then this person, such a person, finally gets fed up and feels like there is no way to get happiness in this lifestyle, in this way of life. So then he becomes or she becomes a seeker for truth, seeker for joy, happiness. But that habit of not taking ownership continues here. That's what I want to highlight. That continues. Still you search for some support, some instruction, somebody can do something for you. It's almost like somebody can do something for me. But this is not something which somebody can do for you. It's like nobody can eat for you. Nobody can digest this food for you. Nobody can be happy for you, joyful for you. You will have to be happy. You will have to digest and eat your food. So these things are not somebody else can do for you. You can take instructions from others, but not very detailed advice, not very the whole plan of your life or something, but very broad guideline of what is going wrong, how I can get out of it. But remember, you will have to take total, complete ownership of your life. So start doing it from today, from this moment. Take complete ownership of your life, because there is nobody else who is giving you trouble. They are just excuses. They are apparent reasons for your suffering. But the seeds or the base of the suffering is within yourself only. It lies in the misunderstandings, in confusions about yourself and then about everything else. So first of all, start taking complete ownership. And the moment you start taking ownership, the existence that you were feeling before, which was based on divisions, confusions, will start turning back into its natural state, which is integrated being, which naturally have clarity. Clarity is not something which you achieve from outside. It is something inherent. It is something totally natural for you. You just have to remove the camouflage, the things which have gathered from outside. You have to only do this. So while you are trying to see so that confusions can go, don't try to find solution of your confusion within the field of confusion, which is mostly in the mind. You will not find a solution there. You are the solution already. You naturally you have this capacity to see everything clearly, naturally, and already, and always. Even when you are feeling lost, confused, don't know what to do, still that power is there waiting for you, because now you are more interested in your outer layers, outer powers. You are using them, you are busy, so you cannot see the other power, deeper powers. So just be free from confusion to regain and reclaim clarity. Not try to find a solution out of confusion. You cannot find anything there. Whatever you will find will be something unnatural for you, will be like an imposition on your natural state of your being. So don't try to get something in any exercises of clarity, of meditation, of spirituality or anything. Just be free from the garbage that has gathered around you, around your natural being, your heart, your being, even your mind. Because naturally there are what we call mind. It's a very confusing word, because mind also indicates about the natural functioning of the mind, which is thinking, imagination, memory, conscious part of the mind, and also mind, this word mind used for ego mind, meaning this sense of being a person and sense of being a separate entity apart from the life. So when I am saying mind, I mean natural mind. Even natural mind has no problems. It is totally innocent like a child. It has all the powers but does not know what to do. It is you who is giving it too much load, workload, where it gets tired, confused, and it starts giving you wrong results, bad results. You have to go to Mumbai and it will prepare your journey towards Delhi because of these confusions. Mind does not do anything other than you tell the mind to do, directly or indirectly. Indirectly, mostly through your unconscious desires and unconscious interests. You just have to be aware of whatever is happening, and by being aware, very naturally everything will come back to its natural state, natural functioning. And when everything is functioning naturally, the body experiences bodily joy, pleasure, you can say, pleasure of food, pleasure of everything else, the pleasure of being alive, pleasure of breathing, tasting, listening, seeing, everything. And mind experiences calmness, peace, and you experience joy, bliss, naturally. It is all naturally when you are not doing anything at all, meaning not being still. I don't mean that, meaning you are not doing any special effort to do anything, and then you have all this. Then what went wrong? What is the problem then? The problem is we are doing too much. And in this doing, lot of dust is stirred, you can say, in the water of your being, and the whole water has become muddy. You are not able to see anything, everything is like, you are not able to feel anything clearly. You are not able to drink this water, enjoy this, consume this water, because it's so dirty, and and this is the only way you find yourself to be. Just sit silently. Silently, you cannot sit immediately, so everything will continue, like your mind will continue talking and everything else. But you decide that I will not participate. Just sit for some time every day and see. Just sit and see. See without participating. Be aware of everything that is happening inside you without participating in it. It has to be a deliberate, conscious decision. And once you do this decision, already you have withdrawn half of the power from mind, which is your interest. Out of old habit and out of the momentum mind has gathered, it will disturb you, which is okay. But now if you touch again, you are supplying more energy to it now. You are giving it again momentum. So now don't do this. Every moment, every day, whenever you have time, sit silently. Be aware without participating in anything. As much as you can. When you are lost, you got caught up in something, it's okay. The moment you remember, again come back to your inactive, passive awareness. And very soon, all this mud that is stirred and that is moving through this water of your being, yourself, it will all settle down. And because it is a psychological dust, it's a psychological garbage, you will not really have to do so much work about it. You being aware is more than enough to bring everything back to its natural state. Just be aware. Because I will tell you how things are moving naturally when somebody is in the natural state. Body has its own local intelligence. It is not dependent on mind for most of the things. for most of the things. It is not dependent. Otherwise, it will die very quickly. Mind is not stable. It will decide one moment, let me take a breath, and next moment it will say, oh, this movie is very nice, let's watch this movie first. So body will die in that activity. No? So it cannot depend on anything, because it's like question of survival of the body. So body has its own local mechanism, mechanical, you can say, way of doing things in its own way, natural way of doing things. So it is not dependent mostly. It is not dependent on mind or anything else for functioning, but it is disturbed by mind, by desires of the mind to fulfill through the body. But in itself it is perfectly fine.